I'm back, and it's Amy, and I'm going to be reading Chapter 6 of Lydia the Reading Fairy by Daisy Meadows. Chapter 6, The Goblin School Library. Here's the picture. Okay. Lydia flew up near the center of the ceiling and waved her wand in a wide circle as a shower of fairy dust rained down on the library shelves. She repeated a spell. Transform this room into a place of wonders, books, and ready space. Books you read till lights go out. Here's the next picture. Oh wait, I skipped. Yeah, okay. Books you tell from friends about princesses, young and witches, old adventures, wild and heroes, blonde books that make you laugh, and loud real-life tales to make you proud, stories that can break your heart, stories that works of art, poems, plays, and novels too. Fill these dreamy shelves anew. And here's the pictures. That was just the end of the little poem thing. It was like the spell. Okay. As they spoke, the endless copies of Fantastic Jack Frost, the story of my life, began to change. One by one, a colorful selection of books appeared in all shapes and sizes. As the goblins started to notice and talk about it, Jack Frost looked up. He groaned when he saw all the copies of the books disappeared. Rachel and Kirsty flew over and landed on the desk in front of Jack Frost. He scowled at them. "What do you want?" he demanded. "We'd like you to have the copies of your book that you're single of it already, said Rachel, typing the sound brave. Jack Frost's mouth fell open. He stared at them for a moment. Then he stood up and hurried off to get the books. While he was gone, the goblins grew quieter and quieter. One by one, they were discovering exciting books and settling down to read them. Even the two goblins who had been in the library of Rachel's school were reading quietly. By the time Jack Frost's return, the goblins were completing spell by their different books. Said Jack Frost, shoving the copies into his book at Rachel and Kirsty's, but he didn't sound nearly as grumpy as usual. Just then, a very small goblin tapped him on the shoulder. "I thought you might like this book, sir," said the goblin in a shaky voice, but held up a copy of The Snow Queen. Jack Frost grabbed it and read the back cover. "Aha!" he exclaimed. "You sound like my kind of character." he sat down and started reading. With a smile, Lydia landed on the desk next to Rachel and Kirsty. "You've been wonderful," she said. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But now it's time for us all to go home." The girls kissed her goodbye. Then a flurry and magic sparkle lifted them into the air, brushing fairy dust from their eyes. They blinked and found themselves sitting in Tibgon School Library. Just like magic, everyone was busy writing about the books they had chosen. Kirsty and Rachel looked down and smiled. There was a copy of Fantastic Jack Frost, The Story of My Life, in front of each of them. "I think it's time to write a book report," Rachel whispered. In a short while, Mr. Beaker cleared his throat. "All right, everyone," he said. I'd like to hear what you thought about your books. Let's start with Rachel Walker." Rachel and Kirsty stood up together. "We chose the same book," Rachel explained. "It's all about someone called The Fantasy of Jack Frost. I like this book because the main character tries to be scary, but sometimes he's very funny without even knowing it." Now, I don't know if I've been showing you the pictures. I forgot the last time I showed you a picture. Okay. "I like the way all the characters come to life in the books," Kirsty added. "You could almost believe that fairyland and all the fairies really do exist." Rachel shared a secret smile with her best friend. "Well, it sounds like a really interesting book," said Mr. Beaker. I've never heard of it before, but you've made me want to read it. I think that all these reports will get the whole school excited for the readathon." Kirsty and Rachel sat down and again as Adam started to read the book report. In all the excitement, "I forgot about the readathon," Rachel whispered. "I can't wait to discover many more exciting books." Kirsty nodded and smiled. "I hope all the fairies and goblins back in Fairyland get to read books too." "I'm sure they will," Rachel said, "because I know one thing. The certain all the fairy stories end in happy ever after." Okay, well, that's the end of chapter 6, 7, I forget. Bye. I'll probably see you on the next chapter, 3 chapters, I don't know.